Huggins got to play a bunch on Saturday night. What was your assessment of how those guys played?
Well, Xavier had his best game. He didn't quite grade a winner for us. You know, we have a target grade at every position that we consider winning football, but he just missed it. I think he was 2 percentage points away from grading a winner, which is by far his best game. And then Huggins played well last week. Didn't play quite as well from a grade standpoint this week. Really just more technique stuff, but I thought his effort was awesome. He's a disruptive guy. Huggy's got a lot of talent, but he's got to continue to improve from a technique standpoint. It all matters, you know. It all matters, and so some of his minuses were he was in where he was supposed to. He didn't hardly have any mental errors. I mean, he might have had one, but just some technique things that he needs to clean up to improve his play. But you know, he was good.
Wake's passing game has dramatically improved. What have you seen on tape that explains that improvement?
Quarterback's accurate. He's a senior. He's played a lot of football. You know, again, they're well coached. They know how to attack your weaknesses and how to scheme up some of those things. But you know, I can't say enough about the quarterback. I mean, just the guy's. He's not that tall, but he doesn't get a lot of balls batted down. I mean, he's got a high release and he's an accurate thrower, and he can extend plays. You know, he's scrambling around and, you know, next thing you know, he's found a little hole to wiggle through, and he's 10, 15 yards down the field on you in a heartbeat. You know, just a tough, smart football player.
Yeah, but with all the horizontal stuff going on in offensive football now, and having defensive ends who are long, fast, versatile, like Austin and Cleveland, is that kind of a prototype for defending a lot of
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, in college football for sure. I mean, you can't just, you know, I mean, you don't see much just I formation where you're just setting the edge and spilling things on the power and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot going on. A lot of these guys, nobody even blocks them. There's a lot of times nobody blocks the end. You block the end through misdirection. You block the end through play action. You block the end through quarterback's eyes. You know, and I mean, you see it in pro football now. I mean, you saw it last night in the Kansas City game. I mean, they don't even block them; they just read them. So it's more and more up into pro football now. But yeah, you got to have, because there's a lot that goes into it. You know, as far as your technique, your footwork. You know, where your shoulders need to be, how you need to squeeze the air out when tackle's down. I mean, there's a lot going into it, and you can't just, you know, have one pitch. They're gonna hit one pitch. You got to have a lot of pitches. You know, so you got to change it up. And you see that with us a lot, and our guys do a lot of things. Sometimes we're mesh charging. Sometimes we're up the field. Sometimes we're dropping. We do a lot of different things for those guys. There's a lot of technique at that end position, a ton of technique. It's a very difficult position, a little bit like our tight end position. There's a lot that goes in to the tight end position and the defensive end position in college football, and all the diversity that you see from a style of play standpoint.
When you recruited Ryan Carter, did you envision that he could be the kind of player he's turned out?
Sure did. That's why I recruited him. I don't know why y'all think we recruit people that we don't think can play. I don't understand that question. I really don't. I don't understand that question. I mean, we don't sign people here that we don't think can play great football for us. We don't sign those guys. So damn right, yeah. That's why we signed him, because we thought he could be a great player at Clemson, and would have committed him a long time earlier if it hadn't have been for all the ridiculous narrative in the recruiting world of we're only going to offer this guy to get some other player. I don't operate that way. Those guys can go other places. All right? We don't operate that way here. All right? We evaluate and we recruit the guys that we think fit our program, and we don't care if they have 0 offers or 1,000 offers. Sometimes we have guys that got 1 million offers, and we watch the tape and we go, we must be crazy. We ain't going on him. Or we get to know who the person wearing the helmet is, and we go, no, we ain't taking him. Vice versa, we see guys. I go watch a basketball game at Dorman High School to see Sharon Peak, and I'm going, dang, who's this point guard? And I got Coach Gutshaw going, well, that's the best football player I got on the team. I'm like, really? Well, we need to watch this guy a little bit. You know, he played corner, played receiver, played running back, played quarterback. He was the best football player on the team. Adam Humphreys was his name. I don't think he had any offers. So we offered the guy, well, we're only offering him to get Sharon Peak. No. We want Adam Humphreys. You know, it's so, yes, we don't offer scholarships to people that we don't think bring something to the table and are eventually going to be good players. Now, sometimes we miss. Not a lot, but sometimes we miss. Sometimes, you know, there's certain things you can't measure. Sometimes it's when a guy gets here, he just, you know, doesn't stay focused. Not quite as committed as he needs to be. You know, the process is hard for him. It's hard here. This ain't an easy place. It's a hard place, man. And everybody will hit the wall eventually. But man, Ryan Carter, when we saw Ryan Carter and we really watched the tape, our response was, this kid's a baller. This guy is a baller, man. I mean, he can play. I watched him on a kickoff coverage. He ran down Dalvin Cook. I went, whoa. Because I love Dalvin Cook. He's an awesome football player. And I'm sitting there going, did y'all see this kid? He was returning punts. He played safety. I know Mickey. Mickey Conn was the head coach. I'm like, Mickey, man. He's like, Coach, this guy's a freaking baller. I'm just telling you. All these people recruiting all these, I'm just telling you, this guy can play. I'm like, I think so too. I mean, what am I missing here? You know? But as a result of the recruiting process, he didn't have a lot of confidence coming in. And he kind of had to go through the process. You know, he redshirted, he worked, eventually hit a wall, pushed through the wall. And I love him. Man, he's as good a player as we got. I tell the pro scouts that too. He's not very sexy. He's not going to walk up and you go, oh, wow, man, you must be the starting corner at Clemson. They're never going to think that about him. But put the pads on and you'll notice it. He's kind of a Grady Jarrett kind of a guy. He's just a football player, man. He is a football player. Instinctive, smart, fast, tough, tackler, great ball skill guy. And now he's got the great football intelligence to go with it. He's got great experience. So long answer to your question, but yes.
The common thread, you know, you're talking about Adam, you're talking about Ryan, is versatile football players. You know, playing different positions, playing different sports. How much do those kind of guys sort of fit in your program more? Yeah,
I mean, we love guys like that. Y'all saw us using Ryan Carter as a sophomore. I mean, he's playing big time plays at nickel and dime in the ACC championship game type minutes. I mean, so like I said, we don't just play guys to make them happy. It's not. We play guys that have earned it and deserve it, and what we see in practice. And you know, that's who he's been. But we love versatility. Love it. I love guys. I mean, you look at our receivers. I mean, Ray played running back. He's got the toughness of a running back. Dion played quarterback. Maury Rogers played mostly running back until he moved to receiver. I mean, we got a lot of. Renfro played quarterback. Denzel Johnson, who's going to be a great player here, had to battled through injuries and this and that. Denzel played receiver. That's one of the reasons we took Denzel Johnson. Nobody recruited him. But if he'll hang, he's kind of that Ryan Carter. If he'll hang in there, he'll be that fifth-year senior. Everybody's going to be going, hey, did you see Denzel Johnson turn out to be a good player like that? And we'll say, yep. We love guys that bring that versatility. High IQ football players. You know, Isaiah Simmons, there's a lot you can do with that guy. Kayvon, a lot you can do with that guy. So love versatility anytime we can get it. Same thing in our offensive line. Look at all of our linemen. You need Taylor Hearn to go play left tackle. Okay, here you go. You need to play guard. Okay, here you go. I mean, we do that with all those guys. Just a lot of versatility, and so we try to recruit as much of that as we can. Sometimes you just, Crowder's a guard. That's just what he is, And if you're just going to be one thing, you better be a good one thing. Otherwise, you limit your opportunity. But he's special at what he does. But we mostly try to get guys that bring a lot of versatility to the table.
Coach, Cuba was